Well, look who's back for another video.
Yeah.
What's up, guys? This is Oakley HiDef, and I'm here with Yusi, and this is the Halo Forge Epidemic.
And this map is the Office B, and the game type is Heist. And this is by far my favorite game type in Halo Reach is Heist. And it's made by Sam the Great. He's the founder of the game type, and he makes a lot of Heist maps that are really, really fun, and we're going to be featuring a lot more in the future, so look forward to it.
Yeah, far and away like the most epic games we've ever played. Not only just because of like how it plays, we'll go into the details of how the game type works, but just the fact that you have to really have a mic on this in order for it to play well. You have to depend on your team. There's a lot
Yeah.
about callouts and stuff like that. It really pulls you in. It's like it's one of the greatest community experiences for playing a game. That's not just like, oh, let's run away from balls falling down a hill, kind of like mini
Yeah.
games. But this is like a mini game that's more strategic.
Strategic, and yeah. And how the game type works is it's one life. So what you have to do is you try to stay alive and communicate with your team, and call out where you see people so you don't die. But if you do die, then you could switch through the people's dead bodies on like the cam, on the Loto cam and stuff like that, and switch through players. And you can like crouch behind a wall and be like, okay, whoever's dead, look to my right and see if there's anyone there. And it'll be like, all right, no one's there. All right, you're clear through that way. And the game type's like a two-shot life. So if you get shot twice, then you're dead. So it's a two-shot anywhere in the body.
And yeah, it'll play a lot like SWAT, and also like on Call of Duty Search and Destroy, where there's an
Yeah.
objective and you can either eliminate the entire team to win or go for the objective. So there's a lot of cool stuff you can do. You'll see lots of cubbies, little hidden, like a little passageway like this, or a little slit where you can shoot through. There's a lot of small things that once you get to know the map, people will use to their advantage. There's a lot of cool stuff. Like getaways that you can use, go through
Yeah.
the toilets and all that stuff. It's really tight.
Yeah, and it's a lot of fun making these too, because you have like a crack in the wall or a crack in the ceiling or whatever, and be like, oh, I have to patch that up, and it's like, wait, this is Heist. I could just make this like a secret passageway or secret entrance, and it's just a lot of fun. You have like really unique maps and stuff like that.
Yeah, you can
And
tell it's not the most beautiful or like realistic of forging,
yeah,
but it does go for like all the cool paths, the cool dynamics, the passageways, and all sorts of stuff. That's really neat.
yeah, and Sam the Great has a map named Walmart, and that's kind of what you see. There's like different entranceways and maps, or I mean not maps, like entranceways and passageways, and a bunch of different cool stuff that you can that just like differentiates the all the maps.
And this is one of the main engagement points, which is like halfway between both teams. You'll always see some sort of battle happening at that staircase going
Yeah,
up. So usually you want to be cautious when you get there. You saw I was kind of camping out, and now I'm waiting for the team to flow up. So either you can go this way, or there's actually a little place to the left, back up there, where you can drop down onto the toilets.
yeah. There's like a little parkour area up there, and then there's a stairway off to your right, where you are right now.
Yeah, and the attackers, as you saw before, they kind of filter through the sewers, and they have 3 different options where they come up. So as you're coming down, you don't always really know which side they'll be on. And of course, there
Yeah.
can always be people staying in the sewers, like you'll see here.
Right here, this guy's trying to pop back up.
And I don't think you can do melee damage, right?
No, it's like really low. So it's like if you have the flag, you normally do a lot of damage with the flag. But like, I remember the first time I played this, I tried to beat someone down with the flag, and it didn't do anything, and they just shot me and killed me. So if you have the flag, you're gonna want to drop it and try to shoot your teammate before he does.
You mean shoot the enemy?
Yeah, not shoot your teammate.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Drop the flag and shoot the nearest teammate.
When in doubt.
Yeah, but here's the thing I was telling you about, where this is always where the engagement's gonna be, and I just
Oh.
walk into like the hornet's nest of attackers down here. But
And then you can provide supporting fire from back here where this guy's at. There's like another stairwell, so this is a good area too.
yeah, and always in the beginning of the map, like if you're attacking, make sure you go down the hole. There's an arrow. A lot of people miss that. Like there's a guy who's still stuck in the spawn, and he apparently
Trying to beat
didn't
down
see
the
his whole team disappear. He's like, where did they all go? So we picked him off. So yeah, it should be super obvious. Like it's right in front of you, but some people miss that.
He even has like an arrow built in there, like pointing down
Yeah.
to go down. And like people who don't have a mic, I usually say like, all right guys, there's gonna be a hole. So just walk straight, and then you'll fall down a hole. And then like I'll walk down, and the whole team is trying to beat down the crates. I'm like, oh god.
And this is the little sneaky toilet area where you come up in
Yeah.
the offices. And I think at this point you're calling out for help, so I kind of take a peek over, and there's going to be 2 guys on our left.
Yep. And then I just kind of jump up and we just kind of try to shoot him out, and
it kind of
we
worked.
worked out there. Yeah.
And then there's actually going to be another guy hiding, which I hadn't seen. He almost takes us out. But yeah, we managed to sweep through. And then the cool thing about this map is, like, if you knock out some players, you have momentum, and you can sweep around and get the flank on the other defenders.
Yeah.
And at this point, I think there's like, yeah, look, there's 1 guy defending,
Yeah.
and there's 5 of us attacking. And at this point, Yusi's like, okay, guys, let's go for the flag. No one shoot. So we tell our whole team not to shoot. So
Yeah.
you got this defender who's like, yeah, I'm a beast. And of course, none of us is actually trying to like kill him. We're trying to get the
Yeah.
flag because it's more points. But he goes on and like he does really
He
well.
just wipes our whole team
Yeah,
out.
because I mean, like, give him credit. He's doing pretty well, but like we weren't trying to kill him. But he comes off at the end like, yeah, I just fucking withstood like 5 people attacking me.
Yeah. Okay, we were just trying to rush through and get the flag so we can get more
And
points.
this is, I think this is Castle, where he's like our last hope. And I'm like, yeah, let's do a Castle. And at this point, I told him like, behind you. He was like, what? Like turns around slowly. Oh shit.
He pulled a Patrick right there.
Yeah.
He's our big SpongeBob quote guy. He always gets SpongeBob quotes.
Yeah, yeah. It was thanks to him we quoted, I think, firmly grasp it. So yeah, we kind of stole that from him that at one time. But yeah, he always throws out SpongeBob quotes and stuff like that when we're in game. He's a fun guy, and maybe we'll have him in commentary in the future.
Yeah. And do you show the clip at the end about me?
Yeah.
Don't tell
But
me.
the important thing about this round is, like, you know how that guy just he stood and killed 5 of us?
Yeah.
The round after that lasted like 20 seconds, so we were like, all right, guys, let's fucking spank them.
Oh,
So we
yep.
did, just to teach them that we were just joking around that last round. Although, of course, you have something to say about that at the end of the game, which we'll see.
That's not my
That was
proudest
embarrassing.
moment. Not one of my proudest moments in Reach, but you know, that was pretty embarrassing, I've got to say.
Yeah, so we'll get to that. But like, here we are clearing through the bottom, watching the different entrances. So he's either there or, you know, the crack that we showed you earlier. You gotta watch out for that.
And then you can also go up the spiral staircase. I haven't gone up there in forever, just because it's always a death trap. There's always someone waiting there around the corner. It's like you always get caught off guard.
Yeah.
And I usually go up here, up in that little hole right there, and then catch any players that are AFK in the spawn room.
Yeah,
and
another
go and wipe
cool
them out.
thing you can do is kind of knock this crate out of the way.
Yeah.
And then you go into the conference room up here.
Yeah. I remember one time, though, I was trying to do that, and it was 1v1. It was me, and there's one guy left, and I tried to knock down the crate, and everyone's like, behind you, and I'm like, what? And while I'm knocking down the crate, I just get shot from behind, and we lost the game because of it.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
But here, I think there's like 5 of us, and there's 2 defenders. So again, we have an advantage.
Yeah. And then you got him down to 1 shot, and then we were talking on our headsets, and we were like, all right, that guy's 1 shot, and I go ahead and rush in and
And
finish him.
I just did terribly there. So he sits me down. But we
Yeah.
get really lucky here. Like, we come up, and I don't think you saw right there, but you managed to sneak right through. He didn't see you.
Yep.
But we'll go ahead and replay that, where you snuck through just in time, and you
Yeah.
pulled the flag out.
And then our guy's taking one for the team, and
Yeah, like, here's
Here-
you. You jump right around the corner, so he didn't see you, like, barely.
and then I jump through the little hole in the floor. That's a strategy right there, and a little sneak peek, or not sneak peek, little Easter egg. And I go down here, getting ready to capture the flag. We were already up, so I knew we were already up, and I was teabagging, teabag jumping. We're up points, we're good, we're gonna win for sure.
So you decide, let's go and... Okay, the obligatory 360, then the crouch, then the drop the flag to say, here I am. And at this point, we're all like yelling to you, so you're like, fucking score the flag! And you're just like, you crawl off to the side, you're like, yeah. And you think you're being sneaky, but he obviously saw you, and you're like hiding. We're like, Yusi, he's right there. And
I didn't know he was in the room, and I was like, all right, I'll push him through the entrance, and I die.
It was so fail, and that's the same guy who killed us before when we were listening to you not to shoot. So he thought he was the saving grace of his team.
So yeah, that was pretty bad.
Yeah. All right. So thanks guys for tuning in one more time. This has been Oakley HiDef with the Halo Forge Epidemic and AJ Yusi. Make sure to like the video, subscribe, check us out on Facebook, and find us in customs. Thanks, guys. We'll see you around.
Peace out.